Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now obviously my channel is called MrLuke Sports and I predominantly talk about rugby league, or I only talk about rugby league pretty much. But today, for today's video, special exception, it is a bit rugby league themed, but we're going to be talking about boxing and specifically the boxing from last night. It was on Fox Sports. It was a bit of like rugby league sort of charity fight night sort of thing. I think there might have been another rugby league fight. I think Penny Terapo might have fought or something. I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass there, but I do know for sure that Todd Carney and Chris Sando boxed against each other, and then Paul Gallen took on Junior Paulo. And I gotta say, man, it was so entertaining. So I thought I'd just give a few thoughts on what I thought happened last night. Now, going into it, I didn't really have any expectations of it. I thought it'd kind of be pretty shit, and just based off all the other previous boxing ones, usually they just go in there and go up against another bum like Sonny Bills versus like just some fat guys who like they look like they can't even throw a punch. And Blake Ferguson went in there last year and he got destroyed. But I suppose this one was a bit different because it was footy players taking on footy players. Granted, Todd Carney and Chris Sando never boxed in their life. Paul Gallen has boxed though. I don't think Junior Paulo had. I'm pretty sure he hadn't boxed. I think that was his. They kept mentioning it was his professional debut. So, yeah, out of all four of them, Paul Gallen was the only one who's boxed, and I think Gallen's boxed a fair few times. So you expect him to be significantly better than Junior Paulo. But I'll get to that fight later on. Let's start with Todd Carney and Chris Sandow. I should point out that I'm by no means a boxing expert. I don't even know if I'd consider myself a boxing fan. I don't watch it all the time. I watched the odd fight when Mayweather fought or something like that. More of a UFC guy. But yeah, I thought I've seen enough boxing to know if someone's good or not. Now, first thing of note is that Todd Carney had a nickname. Chris Sando didn't. I was so disappointed. Chrissy Sando, come on, man. If you're going to be a boxer, you need some sort of nickname. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but Carney was Todd Carnage Carney or something like that. And I find that hilarious. I love how boxers and UFC fighters always got to have the nickname. Now, onto the fight itself, it was very, very obvious that neither of these guys had really boxed before. You can see that they only had a little bit of preparation, and yeah, that was evident when you saw Chris Sando the whole time, right from start to finish. All he was doing just throwing like left and rights, just throwing haymakers. Like when I say left and right, I mean he's just throwing left haymaker, right haymaker. No technique, no jabs, no nothing, no body shots. Just literally just going for a knockout every single punch, and it was hilarious. Oh my god, it was so funny. I highly recommend if you can like find footage of it. I know the Paulo Gallen one is on YouTube. Carney Sando one's probably on there as well. But it was hilarious. All it was is like Todd Carney sort of like backing up a lot, Chris Sando coming at him like all the time, just throwing like haymakers, and then Carney either just like swatting them away easy or just like doing this, and he just kept hitting the arms and just like, or they just miss completely, and then Carney would sort of try and do a little bit of technique, but yeah, didn't really do too much himself. Sort of just avoided Sando for the most part. But yeah, it was super super entertaining, and I highly suggest you take a look at it. I'm no boxing like expert or anything, like I said, but that was funny. It was funny and entertaining, and I give credit to the guys for stepping in the ring and having a go. On to the main event of the night, which was Paul Gallen taking on Junior Paulo, and I got to say this was actually surprisingly good. Two big dudes. Like in the end, obviously, Paul Gallen is the most experienced, and I think kind of his experience sort of took over in the end. But for a good part of that fight, Junior Paulo looked like he was mashing it with Gallen, more than mashing it at one stage. I thought in the second round, Junior Paulo he rocked Gallen. Like Gallen kind of he throws lots of punches. He's got way better technique. You can see that much there. But like I never felt like he was going to knock out Junior Paulo. In the third round, Paulo I think he got gas. I think he got super tired. But yeah, he wasn't really defending himself, and Gallen was just able to just hit him whenever he wanted in the face. But yeah, it never really looked like going down or anything. And yeah, I don't know if Gallen's got that knockout power. Maybe you have to work on that if he wants to do boxing after footy. But yeah, in the second round, I was like, holy shit, Junior Paulo's going to win. He's going to win. Like he literally had Gallen rocked, and then Gallen sort of recovered for like the last 10 seconds. Actually got a good few shots in on himself. But yeah, Paulo, I was so shocked with how good he was in little time, I suppose. Yeah, like and stepping in from Gallen, obviously like a lot of the footballers will step in with some bum off the streets and just belt the shit out of him for 6 minutes, however long the fights go for. But yeah, Junior Paulo went in against Paul Gallen, who's fought a fair few times now, so he didn't just go against some bum off the streets. Gallen's not the best boxer by any means, but obviously he's been in front of people before. He's the pressure. He's dealt with the pressure before of being a footy player stepping in the ring. So yeah, credit to Junior Paulo. He's really he actually kind of impressed me. That the fight was actually really good. As a bit of a novice for boxing, it was very entertaining. Both the fights, both for different reasons. But yeah, like I went into the fight hoping that Paul Gallen would get smashed. I was hoping Junior Paulo would knock him out. Didn't expect it to actually happen, but yeah, there was just that in the second round, that little bit of like hope, like holy shit, oh my god, it's gonna happen. But then obviously third round came, and yeah, Gallen just belted the shit out of him for a whole round, and yeah, Gallen won. So at the end of the day, Gallen won, and in the first fight with Carney and Sando, ended up a draw. I've seen a few people saying, "Oh, that's bullshit, it's a draw." Sando obvious winner, whatever. But when you take into account, Sando obviously was pressuring Carney a lot more, but wasn't really connected with much. So probably a draw was probably fair. Anyway, guys, leave in the comment section below if you happen to watch the fights. What were your thoughts on the fights? Like I said, I thought it was bloody entertaining as hell, and I'd love to see it again. I wasn't gonna watch it, but I'm glad I did watch it. And like I said, the Gallen and Paulo fight is on YouTube. I know that much. So go and check it out if you want. Just search it up, I suppose, and it will come up. And yeah, come back in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of the fight. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's MrLuke on YT. That's the handle. And the Facebook page is in the description below. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.